Mark, huge game tomorrow night, isn't it?
Yeah, I think everyone knows the context of the game, what's on the line, and for us, I think it's a great game to go and show what it means for us as a club, but as individuals as well, to show up and to do the business.
Back at your former club as well. How will that be for you going back to the Cardiff City Stadium?
Yeah, it's always a difficult one, or a strange one anyway, to go into familiar settings, team, stadium, even support staff around, whatever. But I think it's very clear for me. It always has been. Whenever you move on from clubs, there's a job to be done. Being here at Luton Town now is my home. It's where I feel comfortable. I've loved being here forever. Well, 7 months, 8 months. So look, it's just going doing the job and sort of blocking out all that other stuff that go around it. But for me, that's pretty easy. I can do that, especially as we talked about the what's on the game and the context of the game.
What was said in the dressing room after the Burnley game? I imagine it was just recover and really now focus on Tuesday night.
Yeah, it's probably one good thing about the Championship schedule is there's no time to sort of dwell in it and sit on the emotions. I think we've got to move on quickly, and I think we did. There was a few voices in the dressing room afterwards just to get the message across really clear and moving forward. This game on tomorrow was very much a game that we knew we were going into and focused on. Obviously, every game we play, we go in to win. There's no hiding from that, and that's very clear. But when there's games like this, and it probably means an extra bit, whether that comes from us or the fans or everyone else. But I think for us, it's very clear. We do our work now. We've had one and a half days really to sort of prepare ourselves, recover, and I think everyone's ready now.
How have you found it this season personally, joining the club and having to move and settle in? How has it been for you personally?
It's obviously been difficult. I think this season has been very difficult. Settling in wise, it's been seamless. I've come in terms of the area. My family ain't too far away. I've got friends around here. It's very familiar settings. But also the boys. I didn't know any of the boys coming in here. Obviously playing against them, but come in and immediately feel welcomed. That's just the group we have at the minute. It's a real honest group. It's an amazing group. It's probably been the most frustrating part about this season as well, is the group is amazing on and off the field. So that's been frustrating, obviously, that we haven't maximised that. But for me, joining the group it's been great. It's been amazing, and that's from everyone as well, from the catering staff to everyone. It's been great for me and pretty easy.
Makes it difficult then, like you said, with the environment and how the people are there. It has been such a tough season. Would you say it's probably been the toughest season you've faced as a player?
Yeah, I would say this has been my toughest season, but also probably the best season for me. I think I've learned so much in this season that I probably wouldn't have, or no, I wouldn't have, if I just stayed and just done what I've been doing for the last couple of years. I've seen a great progression in my career, and I always learn and I continue to learn. But in these circumstances and the way the season's gone, it's been my biggest learning curve, and I'll always take positives from it. And no matter what happens this season, and I've taken so much from this, and I will continue to. And I think for me, regardless of what happened, whether we came in here and we were winning every game or losing every game, I'll always take positives from that, and I'll always take learning from that. For me, it's been a great season for that. Obviously very tough, and I've had to deal with loads of things, and that's where on and off the field it's been really important to sort of dedicate my time and focus, and that side of it as well has been different. But for me, it's been my best season as well.
I was going to say, how do you deal with that mentally, that mental side of it, of dealing with the pressure? And you're still a young lad, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I think people forget that. Probably think I'm 34, I'm 24. But yeah, there's obviously pressures that come with everyday life as a footballer. But I think for me, obviously moving club, coming here, there was pressures, whatever they were. For me, it was I had a clear goal in my head in terms of coming in and doing what I had to do in terms of what I wanted to bring to the team. Obviously that's been hard and difficult at some stages, but I'd like to think that I've come in here and added to the group regardless of situations. And I'll continue to. We've got a real good opportunity now to really stick together. And for me, this is where I like to think I can come in and really help the boys. It's my personality, it's what I'll do. I enjoy the fight and enjoy the pressures of that. So I think for me now, for the next 7-8 weeks, whatever it is, I think it's a great opportunity for me to really to help myself, but also the boys and use my experience in that and my personality, which will hopefully help the team and benefit the team that way.
You talk about the helping the lads, but like you said, fans are probably looking at you as a senior guy. And you're a tall lad. I think that perception straight away. But who's there for you? Like when you need a little bit of help and guidance, and you need to look to someone for advice. Who's there to help you with that stuff?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, I think it's important you have that work-life balance. On and off the field, you have your own sort of circle, your inner circle that you look towards and you get advice off and you can switch off. But that's away from football. In football, in this environment, I think the culture that's been created here over the last however many years has allowed everyone to sort of bounce off each other, ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for support. And I feel that that's definitely the case here. We've got some boys who've been at the club for years, even like Shazy, Berkey, been here for years, seen the club, Pelly when he was here as well. So these boys who've been here and they've seen it and they've witnessed everything, then these are guys that you can bounce off, as well as obviously you got your Carlton Morrises and the leaders and the Tom Lockyers, the leaders, the men who have sort of led the teams over the last couple of years. These guys who I would bounce off as well, similar personalities and some like a role that I would love to take up. So I'll always learn off them and bounce off them.
You said you've learned so much this season and going into these final set of games. Would you say Luton fans haven't seen the best of you yet?
Yeah, 100%. Like I've as much as it's been a difficult season and things haven't worked out in the way we like to play maybe, or the way the fans would like to see some nice flowing football. I think for me, there's definitely been times where we've had to change that and dig deep and change the way we play and whatever, and that includes me. I don't feel like you've seen everything from me, definitely not, and you will never see everything from me because I'll continue to want to get better and to progress. But I think for the fans, I think these next couple of months they'll really see what I'm about. I would like to think so. I love, as I said, I love these moments, these pressure moments, these games where we've got to dig and fight. I love the fight. I enjoy working hard, and these moments and these next couple of weeks are going to be crucial for that. So look, I think the fans can expect that from me, and then going forward as well. Look, I'll always continue to improve my game and tailor my game to whatever the team needs. So I think that's probably been the biggest challenge for me this year. Probably not the ideal situation in terms of everyone wants to be playing nice football, getting the ball, have 100 touches, whatever. But look, it's not all pretty. And Championship, I think, as the fans will probably know that. I haven't watched the team and been in the league. So look, I think for me, it's very much, look, I'm focused on the job I have to do. But yeah, the fans can definitely see more, that's for sure.
And for them travelling up tomorrow and those watching from home, you said it earlier, this is a time everyone needs to stick together, and we've got one last massive push to achieve our targets, haven't we?
Yeah, it's everyone. It's not just us. We need everyone. I know it's so difficult coming and travelling, and we all appreciate the fans and everyone that comes and watches and travels and dedicates their time and money to come and see us. But the one thing I would say is I think everyone's got to realise that everyone's in this together and everyone's pushing. No one goes into any game wanting to not do their best and not perform, but things happen and we're in a situation together. And that takes everyone, and I say it's so difficult for the fans to get on board with that. But I think they have to realise that we need them as much as, you know, like, it's difficult, and to scream and shout and support when it's not going well is probably the most difficult. But I think whenever we get out of this spell, and we will do, I think it will feel a lot better. And I think that hope and that sort of that motivation for us and the fans should hopefully push us through for the next couple of weeks anyway.